What happened to Matthew Perry just a couple of days ago was indeed a tragedy. The Canadian-American actor, best known for his role as Chandler Bing on Friends, sadly passed away over the weekend. There is currently an ongoing investigation to find out what really happened. As of right now, we know he was found in his home in Los Angeles and he was found in his jacuzzi. There wasn't any sign of foul play or substance use aside from prescription medication, and even then, they were inside the house and not on the scene. According to Global News, it may take a couple of weeks before they get a solid answer on what exactly happened, but we now know that there was a dramatic 15-second dispatch call made that sent first responders to Matthew's home. A disturbing recording of the moment emergency services rushed to the scene has now been leaked. The audio tape refers to drowning, known as an emergency medical situation 9. Matthew Perry's assistant was the one who made the urgent 911 call after the actor suffered a cardiac arrest in his hot tub on Saturday. He was found in his hot tub connected to his pool in his backyard, but according to the Daily Mail, they reported he wasn't in the tub for long before his personal assistant found him. The assistant attempted to pull his head above the water to get oxygen, and when she realized there was no hope of breathing on his own, she tried to resuscitate him, but to no avail. LA law enforcement reported that his body had not been waterlogged when she found him, meaning he was only in there for a short time before the alleged drowning. The coroner showed up on the scene hours later and they took him awake. His remains have been given to the family and they're in the process of deciding what the best course of action will be. In the wake of this tragic passing, many celebrities are now speaking out about possible warning signs that we could have seen of the tragedy to come. It's been reported that Matthew played pickleball almost every day with a female friend, and she noticed that he had been fatigued over the last week and appeared tired on the day he died. His pickleball partner has told how she spotted scary warning signs that he was unwell just hours before his death in his hot tub. Extra host Billy Bush revealed on his Instagram that his partner spotted signs he wasn't quite right. He wrote, "I spoke to the woman he played with this morning and every morning. She is in shock, adored Matthew, and said he had been fatigued today and over the past week. A little more than usual as well. He played for 1 hour and then went home." Matthew last posted on Instagram 5 days before his sudden death at age 54. He shared a nighttime photo of himself inside a hot tub on Monday, October 23rd, and in the caption he wrote, "Oh, so warm water swirling around makes you feel good? I'm Matman." If you didn't know, Matman is a name he used in recent days while posting on social media, where he would often include references and imagery related to Batman. In the past, he said he felt a connection to the comic book hero, a wealthy but damaged man who used his grief at losing his parents as a child into helping others. He said he felt that he was also helping others by speaking out about his struggles with addiction. In fact, Matthew recently posted a picture of Batman's logo illuminated in red lights with the caption, "Sleep well, everybody. I've got the city tonight." The day before the hot tub photo, he posted a video of the moon with the caption, "Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? I'm Matman." As recently as Tuesday, he posted on Twitter saying, "Let's make stigmas a stigma. I'm Matman, hashtag mental health," but it wasn't all cryptic messages. On October 15th, he shared a rare photo of himself with his father, actor John Bennett Perry. In the caption, he wrote, "Here is me and my father John, both holding a beverage." So it seemed like he was just sharing happy memories here. Fans have also been looking back at other moments which almost seem like they could have foreshadowed this incident, like Jennifer Aniston's forward warning to Matthew, which has now resurfaced. As we know, Matthew rose to fame for his role as Chandler Bing on the hit 90s sitcom alongside Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, and David Schwimmer. And just last year, he revealed that he and Jennifer had stayed in each other's lives and remained in close contact. He said, "She was the one that reached out the most. You know, I'm really grateful to her for that." He went on to reveal that it was Jennifer who confronted him first about his addictions during the filming of the show, when the symptoms of his problem were just too obvious to ignore. Apparently, she approached him during a break in filming and told him, "We know you're drinking." Looking back on that moment, Matthew thought it was scary. At that point in his life, he said he should have been the toast of the town, but instead he was in a dark room meeting with nothing but dealers, and he felt completely alone. In his own mind, he thought he was doing a perfectly fine job hiding his habits from his co-stars, but at a certain point they all knew he was in trouble and did their best to support him. Matthew spoke about the moment that all of his friends' co-stars found out about it. Matthew said they were all understanding and they were all patient. Quote, "It's like penguins. Penguins in nature, when one is sick or when one is very injured, the other penguins surround it and prop it up. They walk around it until that penguin can walk on its own. That's kind of what the cast did for me. For a while, he thought he could hide behind his infectious humor and push forward with his life on the wings of the success of Friends. He said, "I thought being funny all the time was how I would get through it. I thought Friends was going to fix everything, but it didn't." Ultimately, Matthew would get clean and sober in 2001, but he estimated that he relapsed 60 or 70 times over the years, according to his 2022 memoir, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing. Along the way, he had many stints in rehabilitation facilities and suffered through a number of serious health issues, including a 5-month hospitalization in 2018 after his colon ruptured due to overuse. So he had an incredibly long battle just trying to beat his own habits, which was extremely difficult for him, as it would be for anyone. Yes, he said he had good support system, but it's not always that simple. In his memoir, which was released in November of 2022, he opened up about his struggle with the overuse of substances and how he didn't want to jeopardize the show because he loved his co-workers and the scripts, and he didn't want to let anyone down. He says that at that point in his issue, the show had really taken off and the stakes were really high, so he kept it a secret until the show ended. He was under a lot of stress and pressure because it was filmed in front of a live audience, and when the audience wouldn't laugh, he would go into full panic mode and would sometimes start sweating and convulsing. So the use of substances helped take some of the edge off. But that wasn't there the issue started though. Back when he was filming Fools Rush In, he got into a jet ski accident on set and was given pain medication that was highly addictive, which is what kicked off his unfortunate habit of using them to take the edge off. He confessed he had gone to over 6,000 AA meetings, had been in and out of rehab 15 times, and had been in detox 65 times just to get fully clean from his issues. He truly did put in the effort to get better and be in a better place in life, but even after all of this, he had residual health problems which could have been the cause of his passing as well. When sharing about his substance use and the toll it began to take on his body, Matthew confessed he was taking as many as 55 pills a day, which contributed to his weight dropping to just 128 pounds. In an interview last year, he admitted that he didn't know how to stop. He also shared an analogy that explains the power that these substances had over him at the height of his TV career. He said, "If the police came over to my house and said, 'If you drink tonight, we're going to take you to jail,' I'd start packing. I couldn't stop because the disease and the addiction is progressive, so it gets worse and worse as you grow older." At his lowest point, Matthew revealed that he was given just a 2% chance to live while in hospital. He spoke about this horrific experience in the memoir and how he had the mental strength to survive that trauma. During last year's interview, he told a story and became overcome with emotion, saying, "I'm an extremely grateful guy. I'm grateful to be alive, and that's for sure. And that gives me the possibility to do anything." He went on to reveal that part of his inspiration for writing an open and honest memoir with all the ups and downs was the hope that his stories could serve as kind of a lifeline for others, like Jennifer Aniston was for him. As we know, his memoir exposed his struggle with addictions, which got so severe that in 2018, at the age of 49, he suffered a gastrointestinal perforation as a result of his extreme usage. He was given just a 2% chance of living after being comatose for 2 weeks, and the actor had to use a colostomy bag while his colon healed. Matthew revealed that while his body was relying on the bag, he woke up in a horrific state 50 to 60 times throughout the 5 months he was hospitalized. So he made it very clear that he was suffering during this time, and the worst part about all of this was the secret it all was. Very few people knew that he was going through this, and Matthew once joked that viewers of Friends could now tell what substances he was using by observing his changing appearance. He said in his book, "You can track the trajectory for my addiction if you gauge my weight from season to season. When I'm carrying weight, it's alcohol. When I'm skinny, it's pills. When I have a goatee, it's a lot of pills," which is extremely sad when you think about how well it was hidden from everyone around him. In the wake of his sudden death, reactions and tributes have been pouring in from the Friends community, including some of his former co-stars. Many of these amazing tributes paying homage to Perry's life and legacy both on and off screen. The official Friends account on Instagram made a post saying, "We are devastated to learn of Matthew Perry's passing. He was a true gift to us all, and our heart goes out to his family, loved ones, and all of his fans." A representative for the actor and law enforcement confirmed his death to NBC News. He was found at his home in Pacific Palisades after an apparent drowning. He was only 54. Known best for his iconic portrayal of Chandler Bing on the long-running sitcom Friends, Matthew Perry won international recognition and critical acclaim throughout his prolific Hollywood career. There is no doubt that he will be truly missed.